Hey everybody, I know you're looking at what I've got on the camera lens here and saying this doesn't look like an ice luge, but I promise you it is. So we're starting off with a 10-gallon holiday box, and that's just because it's, it fits what we need as the basically the form to hold the water and eventually turn to ice. So give you a quick peek at it like this. I'd say it's maybe a foot across by 3.5 feet, something like that. And if you want to get the full details on it, there it is right there. Obviously the first thing we got to do now is, because we were using this for storing our wrapping paper and ornaments and whatnot, we're going to just give it a good, real thorough clean, and then we're going to get on to showing you guys how we make a ice luge. Party time to follow. Okay, so as you can see, we've flipped it over. We're basically just going to give this a good, we've already scrubbed it down, so just go ahead and do that for yourself. We're not going to show you that, but we're going to give it a final rinse here. Give it a good old rinse out, because that is, you don't want anybody drinking anything from something that's dirty. So we actually went and used dish soap in here, scrubbed it right down, and now we're just giving it the final rinse. So you get the gist of it. So we'll get back to you once we have this thing positioned in the freezer and ready to go for filling for our ice luge. Okay, so now we are in the garage with the chest freezer. We are at the point now where we're just about ready to fill our container. And if you don't have a chest freezer, then it's kind of hard to make one of these luges. You really do need one. And for this particular ice luge, we had to take out the trays that were in on the top and just keep them out of there for a while. It does take a while for this to set up. So don't pretend like that you're going to set it up one night and then the next day it's going to be ready. It actually takes like probably 4 or 5 days for it to fully solidify so that it doesn't crack and break down on you when you are ready to use it. So at this point, we're going to shut the video off for a second, and we'll get back to you once we're ready to fill it. And then after that, we will come back to you once the ice luge is completely frozen, and we will show you how we carve out our trail in the ice luge so that the liquid can run down and right into your mouth. So there you go. Okay, so we're back. And as you can see, we've got our hose. We're ready to fill this thing. And we're going to fire it up right now. Okay, so all we're doing is using a regular old garden hose. And we're going to fill this thing to within about maybe 3/4 of an inch of the top. We've tried our best to level it, just to make it so that it forms a uniform, nice and level block of ice. And we'll get back to you as soon as it's filled up, because it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so we are getting very close to the end of our fill here, and yeah, I'm almost done here now. So basically what you're going to be seeing here is we're just filling it to the top, and then we're going to be waiting about 6 or 7 days for this thing to fill. Okay, so we are at maximum capacity here. We're not going to go any higher than that. The level of the container is crucial, and we didn't quite get it right, and I'm not about to change it because I don't think it makes that much of a difference. But so basically what we're going to do now is we're going to wait, play the waiting game, let it freeze solid. Do not, this is a big tip, do not pull this out until it is solid right to the core. If you see any bubbles or anything inside that when you're going through the freezing process, don't take it out, because it's not ready. And it will fall apart on you, and all of your shots will end up going into a crevice and end up just on the lawn, basically, and not in the person's mouth. So we will get back to you once this thing is fully frozen, give you an idea of what it looks like, and from that point, we will then show you how to carve out the channel in the ice and set it up. So at this point, we're going to take a break, and we'll get back to you once it's frozen. Okay, so we're at the point now where this is totally frozen, and I'm just carving out the track here of where the liquid will flow.
I'm simply using a chisel to get that accomplished. So you basically just, you just scribe out what you want and make it deep enough so that the liquid doesn't spill out the sides. So once I get finished with this, I will show you what I'm going to do to set this up. Thanks. Okay, so I've got the track all cut out, as you can see. Just hope it doesn't crack on me now. But it goes all the way down to this end, so you can kind of see where it goes right to the end. You pour it in here, and it'll shoot all the way down, 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 and right into whoever's mouth is waiting on the other end. But you get an idea what that looks like up top. There you go, that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to put it back in the freezer for a bit. I did pour some water over the top of it just to smooth out some of the ice shavings. And I'm going to put it back in the freezer for a few hours now and let it solidify a little bit further. Okay, see you later.